Hey, what's up, everybody? Thunderfist 1978 coming at you here on a Thursday evening. Hope everybody's had a great day so far. We finished Final Fantasy 14 the last time we were together, which was on Tuesday. And tonight we're starting the Dot Hack series. Give me just a moment while I untangle some cord spaghetti here. I gotta get my PS2 cord on deck. We are going through starting with the PS2 series of Dot Hack, and we'll be going into the GU series after that. Good lord, I didn't realize the cords were this tangled, but apparently they are. Man. I disconnected my PS2 cable from the console. Okay, there we go. Just about got it. Just about got it. Okay. So it takes my console a while to read DVD based games. So apologize for that. It's gonna take a while for the game to load. Just a moment while I reconnect the controller. Okay. Good. Now, once the console actually reads the disc, we'll be ready to rock and roll. So, if you're unfamiliar with Dot Hack, it's a dungeon crawler, and it simulates an MMORPG, but there's actually nothing online about it. At least not the original games. But apparently, they did release another game for the PS2 exclusively in Japan that did make it online, and apparently there's there. I don't know if it's still around, but there was a server at one point that uh, hold on, folks. Okay, so there was a server at one point that kept the game running, even though it had been offline it's probably been offline for somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 years, depending on how long they kept the original going. And it's translated now. So, I don't know if the server that was running the game is still running, the outside server. I don't know if it's still going or not. But if it is, then there's a way to play an actual online dot hack game, though it is a PS2 game. I don't know how difficult PS2s are to get online nowadays. I remember back in the day, I did hook my PS2 up. Matter of fact, I still have the. Is this it? I think it is. Yeah. It says HDD, but this one is not actually a hard drive. This was actually the modem adapter that you would hook into the PS2 to connect it to the internet. But you had to actually hook it up to the modem via. Ethernet cable isn't the right word, but you know, one of those phone jack cables. I forget what they're actually called, but you had to use. No, I guess that one, the one to network. I think that would have been an Ethernet cable. Uh-oh. What do you mean disk read error? Hold on. It shouldn't have any trouble reading that disk. I took a look at it myself, and the disc didn't seem scratched up or anything. Hold on a moment, folks. I'm gonna have to reset the console. Okay, it's got some scratches on it, but doesn't seem like anything major. At least not to the point that the console wouldn't be able to read it, I wouldn't think. Okay, maybe the cover does need to be on it. So, that's really strange. I have another PS2 on deck, and I don't remember it having that problem. I mean, I can try it. But if this doesn't work, I might have to try a different game here. And I haven't given. Okay, there it goes. There it goes. I didn't think that disc was in that bad a shape. But we're ready to rock and roll. Okay, so I did watch the Liminality DVD that came with this last night. And I jotted down the code words in it. We won't be using those right away, but I will be using them at some point as my character gets built up. What are you talking about? It knew there was a memory card in there. Hold on. Hold the phone. Oy vey, folks. If it's not one thing, it's another. Because I had this memory card right here inserted. Hold on, folks. I just inserted it again. I'm going to reset this one more time. We know the disc will read. So that's not... Okay, wait, what? What? When it does that... Okay, what in the world? Hold on. It was reading that memory card just fine just a moment ago. I don't know what the problem is here. I'm gonna give this another few tries here. Let's see if okay, there we go. Now we just need the disc to read, and we'll be ready to go. The beauties of live streaming, folks. the beauties of live streaming. What can go wrong will go wrong. But you know what? A lot of those moments are the fun moments. Am I right? I think I am. But I digress. Hold on, what? What just happened? Hold on. All right, that's weird. Apparently, if you push it in all the way, it won't read it. But if you pull it out a little bit, it'll read it. That is the weirdest thing. But at least we've got it to where it's reading now. Hopefully that doesn't create any problems, that it's not inserted all the way in. I might try to get another memory card at some point. Those don't look to be terribly expensive, at least when you can find them. But I'm going to tell you guys something. I got burned on a PS1 off-brand memory card once, so now I only trust the Sony brand. Okay, here we go. Hopefully we're good now. Hopefully the third time will be the charm. Good. We're ready to rock and roll. CyberConnect 2 Corp. Let's let this play through. I haven't watched this in like over 20 years. Okay, that was cool. All right. Man, I haven't seen any of this in like over 20 years. I haven't played any of the original Dot Hack games.
Der Mann des Schattens auf der Suche nach dem Rabedrachen ist noch nicht zurückgekommen.
Hold on, folks.
Okay, user registration is done. Now for a name. Yasuhiko's probably already there waiting.
Sorry, folks. Something just dawned on me. Because I prefer playing the game with the Japanese dialogue. I'm sorry. I didn't think we were going to have to reset yet again, but I am going to end up doing that. It didn't even occur to me. It didn't even occur to me that the language might have been in Japanese, or the language, the dialogue might have been in English. I'm just hoping this memory card has enough memory left for storage for all 4 games. At least we're not going to have this many problems, or we shouldn't, after tonight. Just to let everybody know, by the way, I'm going to be out of town this weekend, so this will be my last stream until this coming Monday. So, you know, I just want to get that out there before tomorrow hits. But I will not be home tomorrow through Sunday this week. Well, I'm coming home on Sunday, but I won't be streaming again until Monday. I think there we go. Okay, now we should be good. Like, totally good. I said to think this other console I have probably takes even longer than this to read discs. To think, you know, I almost took a look at the options, but I wasn't sure. At first, I wasn't sure why I would have done that. Okay. Let me just make sure. Okay, good. All right, now let's go to it. So that sounded like German that was being said in.
Der Mann mit Schatten ist auf der Suche nach dem Abenddrachen verreist und ist noch nicht zurückgekommen. Der Herd der Finsternis grollt. Helba, Königin der Finsternis, stellt schließlich ein Heer auf. Aberon, König des Lichts, reagiert. Die beiden treffen sich am Fuße des Regenbogens. Die verfluchte Welle muss gemeinsam bekämpft werden. Der See von Alba brodelt. Der große Baum des Lichts fällt. Alle Macht zerfällt zu Tropfen unter dem Tempel von Archeköln. Wesen ohne Schatten, ihre Welt zerfällt zu nichts. Der Mann mit Schatten, auf der Suche nach dem Abenddrachen, kehrt niemals mehr zurück.
Epitaph of the Twilight, Emma Weiland. I missed what was one of those lines that was said because it went by too fast.
やっとユーザー登録が終わったな。あとは名前の確認だけか。安彦のやつもう待ってるだろうな。早く終わらせなくっちゃ。
Registration process for the world is finished. Reconfirming your name and character name. I used to give my character a different name than that, but this time I'll stick with Kite. My one gripe when I first played through this game was that you can't choose your character class. Twin Blade is the only class that's available to you, like ever. User registration is approved. To start the game, select the world from your desktop. Please enjoy the world. You have new mail. Let's see. The system of the world has been updated to version 2.7.5. With this update, the following elements have been added. Monster tolerances. For a group of monsters, certain physical and magical attacks will cause 0 damage because of their defense mechanisms. Elemental hit. Attacks with elemental hits that are opposite to the monster attribute. Let's see. Attack with elemental skills that are opposite the monster attribute, and it will result in double 2 times the damage. Treasure chest items. You may obtain different items depending on the type of treasure chests. Many items are now available from the Got statue. For more details, please see the version update information listed on the board. Thank you for registering. This is a notification email to complete the registration process. The world, the game, is comprised of different servers. The adventure begins by inputting codes at the Chaos Gates and Root Towns, which are located in each of the servers. Let me introduce each of the servers and Root Towns. Aqua Capital, Makanu. Delta Server, Root Town. Makanu means the son of a goddess. There are waterways throughout the town. The sounds and the scenery will bring you peace. No, wait a minute. That's Alpha, I think. Alpha server. Highway City, Dun Loireg. However you say that. Beta server, Root Town. Dun Loireg means the Weaver Guardian. It is a city protected by sprites with buildings made of rocks coexisting with nature. The wind will challenge the adventurers on their quest. Cultural City, Carmina, Gadalika. Maybe that's Gamma Server, Root Town, or whatever number 3 is. Carmina Gadalika means the Song of Gale. It is a metropolis, a fusion of science and traditional cultural knowledge. Ariel City, Fort Oaf. Sigma Server, Root Town. Fort Alf means the Fort of Elves. It originated as a fort built in preparation for a war with Carmina Gadelica, but since the peace agreement, it has acted as a watchtower for monsters. Relic City, Leah Fail. Omega Server, Root Town. Leah Fail means the Stone of Destiny. This city was a holy ground for the Tartarga people before the Great War, but it was destroyed by the Carmina Gadelica forces, which did not like the idea. Please choose them at the Chaos Gate in the Root Town. It is recommended that you play an Alpha server while your level is low. Now go on an adventure. Okay, so Yasuhiko is the friend of ours who got us into the game. Hey, did you finish registering? What kind of character are you? Oh, and like I said at school, you'll regret it if you use a smart-ass name. I'm Orca in the world, so keep that in mind. Don't call me by my real name. You could be a different person when you're here. Well, more like the guy I want to be. Anyway, I'll be at Root Town. Okay, let's look at the news. WNC official statement. The World Network Council, WNC, announced today that the market penetration of the Network OS Ultimate has reached almost 100% around the globe. This means that all networked computer terminals in homes or businesses are now compatible with Ultimate. WNC Public Relations stated that the Pluto Kiss incident of December 2005, and this game was released in 2002, by the way, so this is in the future. In the future when the game was made. I don't know. To think though, this Pluto Kiss incident was over 20 years ago now. And the 2-year period following the incident, commonly known as Twilight of the Gods, is now only a page in history. Some officials state that after 6 emotional years of ups and downs, the new generation HyperNet plan proposed in April of 2004 has finally been fulfilled. 0.49% error rate. The sound recognition device has evolved to near perfection with a less than 0.5% error rate. When switched to chat mode, it recognizes the pauses by the speaker and translates them as ... The day may come when keyboards are obsolete. Neuro Google FMD. Sones announced that it will soon sell a new head-mounted video display. The Neural Goggle FMD. It is customized for the popular ZC Corporation game The World. Retail price has not yet been set. Sones Neuro Google or Goggle FMD. Product features compatible with the mega popular online game The World. Lightweight with rainbow eye coating. Maximum of 100-hour consecutive use using the CC iron battery. That's weird that it calls it iron battery. I would feel like it should be ion battery, but, whatever. The World tops 20 million. Sales of the online role-playing game The World, CC Corporation, December 2007. Okay, so this starts off sometime in probably 2008 or later. We don't really know. Have exceeded 20 million copies worldwide. The game was the first online game released since the Twilight of the Gods incident. It sold 10 million copies in its first 6 months. Okay, so yeah. This is well into 2008. And has steadily grown in its sales through various upgrades. Reports state there are around 10 million users in Japan alone. CC Corporation in its press release stated, "We are grateful for the support, but also feel there is a social obligation that we must meet." According to a source within CC Corporation, they are considering a submission to the Guinness Book of World Records as the highest selling game in history. New transportation system operational. The Real-Time Transportation Control System, RTCS, ended its trial period today and will be fully operational starting tomorrow. It is predicted that chronic traffic jams will be resolved by this system. This system's main feature is the ability to control and adjust traffic lights depending on the situation. It can also predict the best timing at railway stops. When there is a crime, it will turn all traffic lights around the area to red to help prevent the culprit from escaping. Well, here in the U.S., that's not going to do much, because criminals don't exactly adhere to traffic signs and signals as they show. Of course, it is questionable whether criminals will follow the traffic laws. That's what I said, bunny bread. All right. Now we've read all the news. We've gone through all the Okay, we'll keep it like that for now. There are more desktop images and and desktop music that you can unlock. That sure is taking its... Thank you. Oh. Excellent. All right. Let's rock and roll. Oh, yeah. Let's look at the board. System explanation. What's a skill? Arthur Parn. I just started playing this game. When I talked to the shopkeeper, he said, you can use skills by equipping armor and weapons. But what's a skill? R.E. What's a skill? By Ninja Knife. It's an attack that uses up SP skill points during battle. It could damage enemies or cure allies. They don't call it magic because they're not just spells, but moves that are used by a swordsman as well. Missing skills. Arthur Parn. Or Author Parn. When I changed weapons, I lost a skill. Is there a connection? R.E. missing skills. Arthur Jing. Skills are based on equipment, not characters. So if you change your equipment, you can't use that skill anymore. The skill you lost was probably on your old weapon. Aside from attack power and defense, you should keep skills in mind. Okay. Thanks, Author Parn. Really? I didn't know that, so I sold my old weapon. Well, I thought I just leveled up and learned magic. Can't use skills, Author Parn. There's a skill I have that I can't use. Why is that? R.E. can't use skills, Author Jing. 1, you don't have enough SP. 2, target isn't in range. And that's probably one or the other. There's a range with every skill, so if the target isn't within range, you can't use it. Magic is long range, but attacks are shorter, so you need to get closer. Can you cast a spell on all? Author Parn. Are there any spells you can cast on all your enemies or allies like the other RPGs? If you can't, it would seriously suck when you have to heal your party. R.E. Can you cast a spell on all? Author Quattro. They don't have these. But skills with range and range attack are something like that, since they are area effects. If there's an attack spell, it does about half the damage to the enemy around the target. So if you use it wisely, it becomes something very similar. Well, kind of. Healing spells on allies are similar, so you can heal other members around the target. About defense, Author Hinata. I bought a more expensive armor, but it got weaker against enemy attacks. Why is that? R.E. about defense, Author Korm. Probably magical defense on the armor is low. There's magical defense and physical defense. Even if your physical defense is high, if your magical defense is low, you can't guard against magical damage. Defense and evade, Author Hinata. Thank you, Korm. I wasn't looking at armor parameters. Also, there's defense and evade. What's the difference? R.E. defense and evade, Author Korm. You should check the parameters of your item. It's probably the first thing you should do. As for defense and evade, defense lessens the damage you receive, and evade is the frequency you get hit. Do you know tolerance? Author Korm. You do know that Suvi Lei and Mulei, paralysis and charm, can't be avoided even if you increase magic evasion, right? If you increase the spirit status for curse, sleep, confusion, and charm, and then increase body status for poison, paralysis, and slowdown, it won't decrease damage, but it will decrease the frequency that you are affected by those spells. Elements. Author Bond. There are things like fire element and skills. Do elements make a difference? RE Elements. Author Jing. There are 6 elements for skills, items, and monsters. For monsters, there is an icon to the left of its name. There are similar icons in your status screen. Elements with opposing elements, or elements have opposing elements. So enemies with fire elements are strong against attacks with fire elements, but weak against elements with attacks with water elements. That's pretty simple. Opposing elements, Author Bond. So if you cast Vok Dawn on a magical goblin, it doesn't do as much damage as another spell. Which elements oppose one another? I know fire and water. Can someone tell me? RE Opposing Elements, Author Jing. The following are the opposing elements. By the way, reasoning is just something I came up with, but I think it's pretty close. By the way, the reasoning is just something I came up with, but I think it's pretty close. Wood draws nutrient. Earth, decomposed trees. In other words, so wood and earth are opposite each other. Thunder lights up. Darkness covers light. So those two are opposite. Fire boils water. Water extinguish. And those two counter each other. Armor. Author Bond. I got plate armor, but I can't equip it. Can long arms equip plate armor? They will bite if they can't. RE Armor. Author Ninja Knife. Sorry, but you're right. Wave Masters can only equip the lightest armor. Twin Blade and Long Arms can't equip heavy armor. Other guys can equip whatever they want. Great. So I can equip moderate armor, but not heavy armor. Bummer. I forget whether you can actually buy armor or weapons for your compadres or not. You should probably check the armor status for that. It all depends on your job class. So you better know which ones you can equip. Okay, that's all the system knowledge. Play knowledge. They're too strong! Author Mad Max. The enemies are too strong in every single area I've been in. Check the board. Author Korm. If you put in the keywords randomly, you usually don't get to the area that's right for you. You should probably check the board more. Other players will post low-level area keywords. Hey, Author Kojiro. Are you forming parties when you go out? The difficulty level varies if you've got friends or go solo. If you've got no friends, well, I can't really help you there. By the way, Author Quattro. You need member addresses of other players to form parties. A member address is like a business card. You can call up other players in other towns and areas by mail. Just open the menu in a root town and select the player you want. If you want to collect member addresses, all you need to do is make friends. Zeit statue. Aim for Hero of Zeit. Author Admin of Time. Does everyone know about the Zeit statue? The Zeit statue at the bottom of the dungeon is searching for an adventurer to give a title of honor. Okay. The Zeit statue at the bottom of the dungeon is searching for an adventurer to give a title of honor as the Hero of Zeit. Only way to get the title is to get to the Zeit statue as fast as you can. Those who want the praise of the Zeit statue select chronicling as your part A at the Chaos Gate. First, look for an area with a dungeon close to the entrance and that doesn't have that many floors. The Hero of Zeit must also be versed in looking for an advantageous area. Hero of Zeit ranking. Hero of Zeit ranking. Author, Admin of Time. Current Hero of Zeit is as follows. First place, title, Master Supreme. Time, 2 minutes, 12 seconds. Player, Balmung. Second place, title, Hyper Falcon. Time 2 minutes 26 seconds. Player Orca. Third place. Title Sonic Hawk. Time 2 minutes 54 seconds. Player Sieg. Fourth place. Title Mock Wolf. Time 3 minutes 38 seconds. Player Highlander. Fifth place. Title Furious Tiger. Time 4 minutes 45 seconds. Player Nog. New transportation system. What about this RTCS? Author Nogella. You know the new transport system called RTCS that starts tomorrow? I really want to know if traffic jams will be a thing of the past. The other day it took me 2 hours to get back to the city from Odaiba. R.E. What about this RTCS? Author Jello. No matter what kind of a system, they need to reduce the number of cars. I mean, there's too many idiots on the road. Just get rid of them. The world reaches 20 million. Congratulations, Author Nono. The world has sold over 20 million copies worldwide. The first time I experienced the world was 2 years ago. I still remember how I felt when I first entered the dungeon. I wonder what happened to all those people who helped me out in the beginning. Neuro Goggle FMD Impressions. Author Care. Has anyone used the new goggles they just came out with? I'm pondering about buying one, but somebody please tell me what you think. Keyword creation. Don't quite understand. Author Hinata. I got some keywords during play and tried them, but they don't seem to work. I think the parameters on the Chaos Gate menu are way too strong. Can someone teach me a good way to combine words? Thank you. Ari, don't quite understand. Author Korm. You really shouldn't worry about the area's parameters in the beginning. Beginners should only be concerned with the level of the area. This is the parameter that sets the difficulty of that level. And the higher it is, the more powerful the monsters are, and the better the items. If you combine words randomly, you might get a really strong enemy and die instantly. When your level is low, you should use words with low difficulty. Here's a sample word for beginners. Part A, bursting, difficulty 1. Use this and create a keyword. Okay, let me take that down. Because last night, okay, here, see, I typed this up last night. It's, let's see, I'll just put bursting. They're too strong, Author Hinata. I used the word bursting in Part A like Korm said, but the enemies were too strong, and it was game over for me. Why? R.E., they're too strong. Author Korm. There was probably a word aside from bursting that set the area level. Were there more than 2 jewels in the area levels in the parameter list? In cases like that, the word with the higher priority takes precedence. One in red has higher priority. So maybe a word aside from bursting was used to set the level area. Sorry I didn't tell you before. It worked! Author Hinata. Thank you, Korm. I see. So more than one word can set a particular parameter. But there are parameters that you can't set with any of the words. What about those? What's a grunty? Author Crest. I found this item called root vegetable in the field. It was jumping up and down, and I thought it was a monster at first. But when I looked at the key item list, it said food for grunty. So what is this grunty? Something alive? Can someone please tell me? R.E., what's a grunty? Author Jing. I didn't know at first too. Crest, you're probably in alpha server, right? Well, there aren't any grunties in that one. Grunties are living things in beta servers ranch. And kind of look like a mix between a pig and a cow or something like that. Food for grunty is an item that you can feed them. They don't exist in Alpha Server, but if you find any of the food items, you should keep them. They'll come in handy once you get to the beta server. Pig, Author Crest. A pig. Okay. Well, I'll try to get as many as I can. R.E. Pig, Author Jing. Yeah, you should collect as many as you can. You can find food for Grunty not only in the fields, but also in the dungeons, so you should keep your eyes open for him. When you get near it, it goes boing, boing, so you can probably tell. Spring of Mist, level went down. Author Wing. I've thrown in weapons into the Spring of Mist that are in the fields, but there are times when the level of the weapon increases or decreases. Is there a reason? RE level went down. Author Bond. I'm not sure, but the weather seems to play a role in whether or not a weapon or an armor gets stronger or weaker. When I put a weapon in the grasslands, when it was sunny, it got strong. When it was raining, it got weaker. I haven't tried armor, so I don't know. At Night, Author 01. I'm pretty sure weather is involved, though I don't think it really matters what kind of field you're in. When I tried it at night, both weapons and armor got strong. What if it's cloudy? Author Corm. When it was cloudy, my armor got weaker. But when there was thunder and rain, my armor got stronger. By the way, aren't Grandpa and Monsieur totally annoying? I hate Monsieur. Author Quattro. Yeah, it does get annoying. Both the voice and the face. Well, my armor got strong, so I won't complain. Golden Axe. Does Sega know about this? Author Bond. By the way, is anyone collecting the Golden Axe? This weapon isn't that strong, right? RE Golden Axe. Author 01. People do collect it. Someone named Tim wanted to trade for it the other day, and apparently there are a couple more like him too. RE Golden Axe. Author Jane. Aren't most of the people who collect golden and aren't most of the people who collect the golden and the silver axe at high levels? I was asked by Messino for a trade, but I didn't have it. But if I did, it seems like he would have traded some pretty good items. I think I missed out on a good opportunity there. RE Golden Axe. Author Bond. You only have to throw in unwanted weapons and armor to get gold and silver axe. I envy those high-level players. They've got tons of stuff they don't need. Yeah, it do be like that sometimes. Item trade. Straw Millionaire. Author Quattro. Starting with Cat's Blades, and after trading several times, I got the legendary Megiddo wand. I never thought I would get something this good. RE Straw Millionaire. Author Crest. Wow. If you want to trade well and get... I want to trade well and get a good item too. If you have any good tips, please tell me. RE Straw Millionaire. Author Quattro. It's not really a tip, but for example, to a twin blade, the wand for Wave Master is not a very important item, right? But even though it's not important to you, it might be to the other party. So you just have to keep an eye on what the other guy wants and offer that item. You can only trade 3 types of items, and up to 99 of each. Good luck on trading. Symbol. What does a symbol do? Author Hinata. You know the green things called symbol by a dungeon? Is there some meaning for them? It explodes when you touch it, so I thought it was a trap of some kind. RE, what does a symbol do? Author 01. If you touch them, they have a special effect on you, like healing, increasing your strength, etc. Effects are random, so you don't know what you might get. Things on fire in the field are the same. When you find one, just use it. Version upgrade information important. Welcome to version 2.75. Welcome to version 2.75. Author CC Corporation.
Several new elements were added to version 2.75. We will now explain each element in detail. Element Tolerance, author CC Corporation. Element Tolerance is a monster-specific tolerance where a monster receives 0 damage from element skill. It is tolerant to a specific element such as fire. For example, if you cast Vok Dawn to a fire element tolerant monster, it will do no damage. Use a non-element attacks such as basic attacks or other element skills. If a monster has a tolerance, it will be displayed on the right of its name. Physical Tolerance, author CC Corporation. Physical Tolerance is a monster-specific tolerance that allows them to remain undamaged from a physical skill. If an enemy with physical tolerance is encountered inside the dungeon and there is no one in the party with magic skills, then that enemy cannot be defeated. Also, have someone in your party that has magics. Always have someone in your party that has magic skills. That's something I like to have. I usually like to have another attacker like myself and then a mage. It is also advised to equip armor with magic skills and scrolls on reserve. Don't forget that warrior type characters can equip Wave Master's armor. Excuse me. If a monster has a tolerance, it will be displayed on the right side of its name. Magic Tolerance, author CC Corporation. Magic Tolerance is a monster-specific tolerance that allows them to remain undamaged from a magical skill. If an enemy with magic tolerance is encountered inside the dungeon, virtually all attacks by a Wave Master will have no effect. If there is a Wave Master in your party, place him or her on standby and concentrate on recovering party members. If a monster has a tolerance, it will be displayed on the right side of its name. Canceling Tolerance, author CC Corporation. All of the tolerance explained above can be canceled by decreasing the status parameter for magic skills and items. For example, canceling Earth Element Tolerance. Decrease the monster's Earth Element Tolerance by using Deck, Gans, or Stonebane. Canceling Water Element Tolerance. Decrease the monster's element or water element status by using Deck, Broom, or Waterbane. Canceling Fire Element Tolerance. Decrease the monster's fire element status by using Deck, Vox, or Firebane. Canceling Wood Element Tolerance. Decrease the monster's wood element status by using Deck, Juka, or Treebane. Canceling Thunder Element Tolerance. Hey, what do you mean by that? Just kidding. Decrease the monster's Thunder Element status by using Deck, Ryo, or Lightbane. Thank goodness that's not player specific, or I'd be screwed. Canceling Darkness Element Tolerance. Decrease the monster's Darkness Element Tolerance by using Deck, Anid, or Nightbane. Canceling Physical Tolerance. Decrease the monster's defense status by using Deck, Vorv, or Knightsbane. Canceling Magic Tolerance. Decrease the monster's magic defense status by using Deck, Korma, or Beastbane. Elemental Hit, author CC Corporation. Elemental Hit is an attack to a monster with an element skill that is opposite its attribute. At a set probability, damage inflicted is twice the normal amount. Elemental Hit will be displayed. Analyze a monster's attribute and consciously aim for elemental hits to gain advantage in battle. Armor can be changed during battle, so we advise having armor with different element attributes on reserve to use element skills effectively. The element relationship is as follows: wood opposite earth, thunder opposite darkness, water opposite fire. For example, if a water element skill is used on a monster with a fire element attribute, elemental hit will occur. And conversely, if a fire element skill is used on a monster with a water element attribute, elemental hit will occur. This is the first game I could think of where fire actually does a lot of damage to water. Usually it's only one way. Players cannot receive elemental hits. Oh, thank goodness. Items and treasures. Author CC Corporation. Based on feedback from the users, we've upgraded the items and treasure boxes. Also, different types of items can be obtained from stationary elements such as jars, caskets, and other breakable objects. Items can be obtained from the following: breakable objects, hit point recovery, cure, and items with element attribute increases. The area element is related to the element attribute items. There are exceptions. Treasure boxes, mostly magic scrolls. Scrolls relating to elements are related to the area element attribute. There are exceptions. Risky treasure boxes, armor, weapons, and occasionally SP recovery items. Got statue, valuable weapons and armor. A total of 3 items can be obtained. Okay. I'm going to save. Now that I've read everything, I want to save that everything's been read. So that there's no question of whether or not there's anything else I need to read. All right, now let's actually start playing the world. Our first login. Aqua Capital, Makanu, Alpha Server. There's Orca.
よう来たな。俺だよ俺、剣士のオルカ。
は？イメージ違うな。これが安彦とは。
He said not to use his real name.
だからここではオルカなの。ま、リアルではともかくここじゃちょっとしたもんなんだぜ。なんだよ。
いや、いいかも。
とりあえずこれ。メンバーアドレスっていうのはザ・ワールドの中でだけ使用できる簡易メールのアドレスのことだ。簡易メールを使えばザ・ワールドでプレイしている限り瞬時にメッセージを送り合うことができる。まあゲームを開始したプレイヤーが知り合いに連絡を取ってパーティーを組むときに使うのが一般的だな。んじゃあ試しに俺をパーティーに誘ってみてくれよ。まず最初に三角ボタンでメニューを開いてくれ。メニューの中からパーティーを選択してくれ。次は入れるを選択だ。ここに今までメンバーアドレスをもらった PC の名前が登録される。
Wow, it even tells you how much money they have.
パーティーに入れたい PC をセレクトして簡易メールを送るわけだ。まだ始めたばっかだから俺の PC 名しか登録されてないだろうけどな。
Well, yeah.
じゃあ丸ボタンを2回押して簡易メールを送ってみな。来た来た。パーティー編成希望。なんか目の前でメールを送り合うのは照れくさいな。ほら、画面下に俺の PC が表示されただろ。ちなみにこの簡易メールは自分がタウンにいる時じゃないと使えない。あと相手がザ・ワールドをプレイしていない時も連絡がつかないことがあるぞ。みんな自分の都合があるし24時間プレイしているわけじゃないからな。
That's true.
いつも同じ仲間とパーティーを組めるとは思わない方がいい。だからなるべく多くの PC と知り合ってメンバーアドレスをもらっておいた方が楽しくプレイできると思うぜ。ま、どう遊ぶかはお前の勝手だけど、経験値とかパーティーの人数と関係なく入るし、一人でプレイしてもメリットないんだよな。さて、そろそろ冒険に出てみようか。心配すんなって、ちゃんと初心者向けの場所を探しておいたからさ。
Where's that?
これがカオスゲート。俺たちが今いるタウンから 他の場所に行くための転送装置みたいなもんだな。んじゃ丸ボタンを押してみて。ザ・ワールドでは冒険の舞台をエリアって呼んでいるけど、エリアは3つのワードの組み合わせによって決定される。新しく入力を選んでくれ。これがワード入力画面だ。一番上にあるのがワード入力プレート。
Someone did suggest we use bursting, so we'll do that.
ここに A パート、B パート、C パートに分かれた3つのワードが入力される。ワード入力プレートの左下にあるのは現在持っているワードのストックだ。
Oh, so we get keywords over time. Gotcha.
ワードのストックはメールや BBS、他の PC からの情報で増やすことができる。さて、実際にワードを入力してみようか。まずは A パートから。
Okay, we do have bursting.
ストックの中から燃え立つを選んでくれ。よし、次は B パートだ。杉越のを選んでくれ。
Passed
最
over.
後は C パート、敵のを選んでくれ。よし、これでエリアの指定は OK だ。あ、そうそう、ワードの脇にマークがついてるだろ。それはサーバーシンボルといって現在のサーバーを示している。このマークはデルタだからデルタサーバーだな。
Okay, so we are in the Delta server. I thought that was Delta, but I wasn't sure.
ちなみにプレートの右側にあるのがエリアのステータスリスト。フィールドタイプとかダンジョンの横に宝石の表示があるだろ。あれは現在選んでいるワードがそのステータスに影響しているってこと。例えばフィールドタイプの場合、一番右端に宝石がついているだろう。
Yeah.
これは C パートのワード敵のがフィールドタイプを決定しているわけだ。実際にどんなタイプに決定しているかは言ってみるまでわからないけど、一度そのワードの影響を覚えてしまえば別のワードとの組み合わせに応用できる。まあ詳しいことは BBS で解説してるから自分で調べてみな。よーし、デルタサーバー燃え立つ杉越の壁野に出発だ。転送するを選んでくれ。
All right, our first dungeon. Delta server bursting past over Aquafield.
冒険を始める前にまずカメラの操作について説明しておく。
Probably the right analog stick.
このゲームではあらゆる方向から敵が襲撃を仕掛けてくるから、素早くカメラを動かして的確な視点で敵を捉え戦況を把握することが重要なテクニックになっている。後で説明するけど、攻撃魔法などのスキルも画面内にいる敵しかターゲットにできない。つまりきちんとカメラ操作ができないといつの間にか敵に囲まれて反撃できずに全滅なんてこともあるわけだ。
That makes sense.
それじゃあ最初にカメラの回転だ。 L1 ボタンか R1 ボタンを押してカメラを動かしてみな。
Okay, so it's not the analog stick. Gotcha.
そうだ。じゃあ今度はズームインとズームアウトについて教えとく。
Is that where the R1 and or the L1 or L2 and R2 buttons come in?
ズームインとズームアウトは右スティックの上下で行える。さあやってみてくれ。
Okay, that was my next guess.
OK。じゃあ最後はカメラのリセット操作だ。 R2 ボタンを押してみて。それでよし。とにかく戦闘が始まったらこまめにカメラを動かすことを忘れないようにな。
It's a lot to take in.
さて、今俺たちがいるのはフィールドと呼ばれている場所だ。エリアの中で一番浅い階層だな。 タウンに戻るときは三角ボタンのメニューでゲートアウトを選ぶだけでいい。フィールドには草原や荒野、密林などさまざまなタイプがあって、ワードによって指定することもできる。このフィールドタイプと天気の組み合わせがエリアの属性を決定しているんだ。例えばフィールドタイプが草原で雨が降っている場合、そのエリアは水属性のステージってことになる。この属性ってやつは出現するモンスターの種類や入手できるアイテムにも影響している。最初のうちは気にしなくてもいいけど、慣れてきたら属性を意識してワードを組み替えてみるといいぞ。さあ冒険の開始だ。それじゃあ画面右にあるマップを見てくれ。下向きの赤い矢印が表示されているところがあるだろう。それがダンジョンの入り口だ。ダンジョンの最下層にはアイテム心臓が安置されていて、グレードの高いアイテムが祀られている。このアイテム心臓を目指すのが基本的な冒険の目的だな。ただしダンジョンの中にはフィールドより強い敵が出ることが多いから、先にフィールドでレベル上げした方がいいな。よし、ちょっと待ってろ。
Now what?
妖精のオーブってアイテムを使うと、こんな風にマップの隠された情報を見ることができる。マップの中に表示された黄色いマークは魔法陣といって、モンスターや宝箱の出現ポイントになっている場所だ。
Gotcha.
よし、じゃあ実際に戦闘やってみるか。マップの魔法陣目指して出発だ。
I wondered what those portals were all about.
基本的な攻撃は近づいて丸ボタンを押すだけで OK だ。ちなみに攻撃対象にはカーソルが表示されて、名前とヒットポイントが確認できる。さあとりあえず基本攻撃でモンスターを何体か倒してみな。とりあえず戦闘のコツは分かってきただろう。んじゃ次は三角ボタンを押してメニューを開き、スキルを選択してみてくれ。
Sorry, I didn't mean to skip over your dialogue there.
よし、それじゃあ一覧の中からリプスを選んでくれ。ターゲット選択のカーソルが出るから、方向キーで選択して丸ボタンで決定だ。そうそう、簡単だろ。回復・治療系のスキルは仲間、攻撃系のスキルは敵がターゲットになる。さっきも言ったけど、ターゲットにできるのは画面内にいる対象だけだ。スキルを使う前にカメラを動かして対象を画面内に入れるように心がけるといいぞ。さて、お前もずーっと命令されっぱなしで面白くないだろう。
Now, you've been very helpful, Orca. Thank you.
今度はお前がチャットコマンドを使って俺に指示を送ってくれよ。そうだな。じゃあお前が仲間に回復してほしい時の指示を教えといてやる。よし、じゃあ四角ボタンを押してメニューを開いてくれ。次にメニューの中から回復よろしくを選択だ。どうだ、人に指示するのって気持ちいいだろう。このチャットコマンドをうまく使えば標的を集中して倒したり、メンバーに個別の指示を送ったりできる。新しいメンバーとパーティーを組んだ時はどんなチャットコマンドが有効かいろいろ試してみるといいぞ。さて、めんどくさい講義はここまでだ。今まで覚えたことを生かして好きなように冒険してみな。自信がついたらダンジョンに行ってみようぜ。
Nice shot.
不思議な雰囲気の泉だ。武器か防具を投げ入れてみようか。
Nope, we didn't have anything to throw in. Thumbsticks being a bit on the finicky side.
さあ、いよいよダンジョンの探索だ。ダンジョンの冒険で一番気をつけてほしいのはゲートアウトができないということ。ゲートアウトしてタウンに帰るためにはまずフィールドまで戻る必要がある。精霊のオカリナっていうアイテムを使えばダンジョンを脱出できるんだが、戦闘中は使えないから気をつけろ。これが宝箱。見りゃわかるよな。気をつけてほしいのは宝箱にノーマルとトラップ付きの2種類があるってこと。んで、こっちがノーマルの宝箱だ。丸ボタンを押して開いてみな。こっちが危険な宝箱。色が違うだろ。このまま開けようとするとトラップが作動してひどい目に遭うぞ。こんな時はトラップ解除用アイテムの幸運の針金を使えばいい。ほら、これで大丈夫。丸ボタンを押して開いてみな。
Alright, cool. I wonder what's up with the thumbstick.
Nanda? 見たか今の。
追われてた。
それもそうだけど、このレベルにあんなのいたか。
See, Orca's one of the... Oh, will you stop doing that?
気をつけろ。閉じ込められたぞ。ダンジョンの中にはこういうトラップ部屋が至る所に配置されている。脱出するためには室内の魔法陣を全て発動させるしかない。さあ、覚悟を決めて魔法陣に突進だ。
I want to try to level up before I go towards where Skaith went. Hold on. How long poison even lasts for. Oh.
イテム心臓部屋だ。アイテム心臓はダンジョンの最下層に一つだけ配置されていて、そこからはグレードの高いアイテムが入手できる。ここまで来れれば冒険も一段落だな。心臓に捧げてあるお宝を取ったらそろそろタウンに戻ろうか。と、本来ならここで精霊のオカリナを使えば一発でフィールドに戻れるんだが、今は持ってないので仕方ない。北見
Oops. Ooh. Saber Dance, Rep, Vok Cruise. So I'll get rid of Saber Dance and I'll get Tiger Claws. Attack accuracy, physical accuracy, or physical attack goes up by 1, physical accuracy goes up by 1, and magical accuracy goes up by 1. Yeah.
まさか噂は本当だったのか。
これを。
え？
時間がないの。お願い、早く。
これは
強い力。使う人の気持ち一つで救い、滅び、どちらにでもなる。
君は。
来る。
Here comes Skaith.
逃げろ。今のお前じゃ即死だ。なんだこの攻撃。それにこいつ。普通じゃない。攻撃が効いてない。こんなはずじゃなかったのに。ごめん。逃げろ。
So what happened to that book? Get out of there, Kite. What just happened? Great, my console broke. Now what am I gonna do? I can't stream the game without it. Just kidding.
– 安彦はどうしてあんなに慌てたんだろう。一体何があったのか確かめようにも安彦は電話にも出ない。そして安彦が入院したことを僕が知ったのは翌日になってからだった。
He got hospitalized. Now, Something's up with this game, apparently.
すぐに病院に行ったけど安彦には会わせてもらえなかった。でもそれでよかったのかもしれない。弱った安彦は見たくない。あいつもきっと見られたくないはずだ。それにしたってどうしてこんなことに。
That's what we're hopefully going to find out.
その鍵はきっとここザ・ワールドにある。そんな気がする。
You have new mail. CC Corporation server problems. To all users of the world, we apologize for the inconvenience due to problems with our servers. Currently, we are focusing our efforts on finding the cause of the problem. However, in order to proceed efficiently, we will limit play to only the Delta and Beta servers. Thank you for your understanding. Are there any new posts, maybe?
BBS に書き込みをしておこう。何か手がかりになるレスがつくかも。
Help! Author Kite. My friend is in a coma after playing this game. He's hospitalized and still isn't out yet. But do these things actually happen? Does anyone know the reason? Anyone know someone else in the same state? How can I get him out of the coma? The people who made the game look here too, right? Please give me some kind of information. Thank you. It's under coma. The book is who sent this? I can't read it. All right, we'll save again. What's up with her? Jeez. Aqua Capital, Makanu. guess I'll get my gear first. I want to collect some information as well.
ちょい待ち。そう、あんた。あのさ、私ね、面白いワード知ってるんだけど、
Lay him on me.
一緒に行くなら特別に教えてあげてもいいよ。知りたい？
Yes, by all means.
そうそう、そうこなくちゃ。初心者は素直が一番。ワードはデルタサーバ、隠されし禁断の聖域だからね。
Hidden, forbidden, holy ground. Let me jot those down. Thank you, Black Rose.
何やってんのよもう。私をパーティーに入れなさいよ。
Fine.
よーし、行くわよ。 隠されし禁断の聖域に行くんじゃなかった？
Fine, if you're gonna be pushy. Uh-oh, this is a level 6 area, and I'm only level 1.
ここって。なんでもない。さ、行きましょう。男の子ならちゃんとエスコートする。
I'm gonna have to get another controller. That's all there is to it.
なんだろう。なんだか切ない。
スケイス、イニス、メイガス。あとは削り取られてて読めないな。
あのさ、私が初心者だってバレてるよね。
まあ
そりゃそうだよね。あんだけおどおどしてたらバレバレか。それでも付き合ってくれたんだ。あんた割といいやつかもね。私ね、どうしても知らない。
何をしている？
何って、あんたこそ何よ。
言い合っている暇はない。ここは危険だ。
はあ？
逃げろと言っている。早く行け。たあ。
を開いて。
本？
強い力、使う人の気持ち一つで救い、滅び、どちらにでもなる。
You use the installation book, Book of Twilight. There's that red suit that we know so well. And the bracelet. And there's the first data drain performed by Kite. You now have Virus Core in.
オルカの時と。
意味のスキル、そういうことか。お前もあのウイルスバグと同類というわけか。そんな奴に助けられたとはな。
そんな、僕だって何が何だか。
とぼけるな。最近ザワールド各所でウイルスによる被害が発生している。面白半分にウイルスをまき散らし、この世界を貶めようとする連中を私は許すわけにはいかない。
違う、僕は。
こんなに早く元凶に出会えるとはな。抜け、剣を抜け。
嫌だ、戦う理由がない。
こちらにはある。抜け。
嫌だ、戦いたくない。僕はただ。
ちょっとあんた、助けてもらっといてそれはないんじゃない？
お前を信用したわけじゃない。まだ把握できていないだけだ。奴らの仲間だと判断した。その時は必ず殺す。
He takes
ティ
the
アナの末裔、蒼天のバルムンクにしては大人げないんじゃない？
ハッカーと話す気はない。
彼はね、あなたのパートナーの友人。
オルカの。
Well, that got his attention.
彼もオルカみたいになっちゃうかと思って、なんとかしなきゃなんとかしなきゃってそう思ったら声が聞こえたんだ。オルカに本を渡したあの女の子の声だったと思う。
そっか。でもさ、どうする？またウイルスバグが出てきたら。その力はあんたの友達を。ごめん。
よくわからないんだ、この力が何なのか。彼女はオルカに何をして欲しかったのか。こんな力を持ってしまった僕はどうすればいいのか。僕はオルカを助けたい、ただそれだけなのに。
落ちるね。今日はなんだかそのうまく言えないけど。おやすみ。
I want to make sure I get through every room in that dungeon. There's one area I didn't end up going through. Try throwing steel blades in.
あなたが落としたのは金の斧ですか？それともこの銀の斧ですか？どちらも違う。じゃあこれかな。また会いましょう。さようなら。
やったー、前よりすごくいいアイテムに変化したみたいだ。
Nice. That was a good move on my part. Okay, I've got fortune wires. Leather armor. Okay. So I've already got leather armor, so I can sell the one I just got. Okay, now I've been in every room. I wanted to see if there was anything in that other room was what it is. I don't guess any more enemies are going to be here. Okay, I need 430 experience to level up. Oh, well, excuse me. Uh-oh. Ow, ow. Get out of there. I'm gonna die. Want to use that yet, but oh, nice. I want to get another health drink at some point. Good gosh. The lovers. I forget what that does. I want to buy more fortune wires. Brigandine. Oh. Oh, it must be a kind of armor I can't have. Well, that's unfortunate. More leather armor. Wow. Crap. No. And I leveled up. I'm glad I came back here. I'm gonna have to get a couple of I'm gonna have to get a bunch of fortune wires and a couple of health drinks, but all in all, I had a very productive second trip through here. All right, time to gate out. How much gold do I have? 1,000. I got mail. I have mail. I've got mail. Black Rose could use that, might have use for that brigandine. Okay, who is this over here? Ah, we can store stuff with him. Good to know. At some point, I'll want more of those. All right, let's log out. Deleted.
僕の書き込みが削除されてる。
Let's play tag. Challenge Gob. Author Stahoni. Hello, everyone. I'm Stahoni, the Golden Goblin Gob. If you win tag against me, I'll give you a reward. Though that probably won't happen, Gob. Good luck, Gob. Oh, forgot something important, Gob. Stahoni is that detestable golden sunny demon. Come alone, Gob. Okay, let me jot that down. Okay, detestable golden sunny demon. All right, cool. Now, it said I had mail. Okay, so this is around 2010 at least when this game takes place. The World for Idiots. This volume will go above and beyond the world with strategy, tips, and advice on how to get the most enjoyment from the game. Good luck. Okay, so Black Rose. I believe you. I don't really understand it, but I will believe you. I'm actually really busy, but I'll help you when I have time, so call me up. Thank you. It's good to know. Elba, data drain. I've seen your powers. You can rewrite monsters' data by performing data drain when the OK sign is flashing. If you use it wisely, it will be very valuable in the future. You will need its powers. You can check the spread by a gauge in the skill selection menu. When the spread is at 100%, there may be a lethal effect on your character. so be aware of the spread of the viral infection. If you defeat monsters without using data drain, then the spread will decrease little by little, so do not let it get above 100%. Also, another warning, you are always being watched. Though you may not wish it, you will be the eye of the storm in the world. That is the fate of the one who bears the bracelet. Prepare yourself.
腕輪のことを知ってる。こいつ何者？
All right, let's save. Back to the world.
PC が歩いてたよ。なんか猫っぽいの。あんなのエリートでしたっけ？猫？ああ、見た見た。俺はバニーちゃんのがいいな。
All right, let's see if we can find these characters. Looks like we found them.
ねえねえ、エノコログサいっぱいのエリア見つけたんだけど、行かない？
行く行く。
じゃあ装備を整えて。あ、ミア。
君。そう、君。珍しい腕はしてるね。ちょっといい？
見えるの？
もちろん。君にはこの素敵な腕輪が見えないの？目に見えなくてもそこにあると分かってるなら見えているのと一緒だけどね。
腕輪？ミア、何のこと？僕には何も見えないよ。
ありがとう。いいもの見せてもらったよ。君とはまた会うような気がする。なんとなくね。じゃあまたどこかで。
Shame we didn't get either of their member addresses. That would have been useful if we had. All right, let's try this. We got to win a game of tag. Oh, hold on. I got to sneeze.
私と鬼ごっこをして見事勝利したらご褒美をあげるゴブ。 ま、無理だとは思うかぶけどね。
Defeat the gold goblin running in the field. Oh. Oops. Dude, man. I thought I only had to attack him once. Oops. Oh, cool. Got him.
なかなかやるこぶね。油断したこぶ。でも、いい気になるんじゃないこぶよ。私は四天王のシャティ。こぶ。
Got the goblin cap. Well, I'll hold on to it in any event. I can talk to people. You know what? There's this teacher at school we all hate. Let's see how he feels when someone throws an eraser at him. How's it going? Group magazine. Cool. You can meet a lot of cool people through something like this. I'm doing just fine, thanks. I just started playing, but I like it already, thanks. Correct. There are some scary enemies. Oh, Tim again. Do you want to trade? Okay, so it is good to talk to people as they're walking by. Nothing else, you'll see. I was hoping maybe I could get member addresses. Okay, yeah, I'm level 2 now. Let's try this dungeon. Fairy's orb. Good. I want to buy a couple more of those when I go back to town. Hello. Why do I need those again? Uh-oh. All right, let's try Blade Dance out. No, I can't. Protect Break. Key items. What do the mushrooms do? Oh, it's a grunty food. I don't know where you came from, but I know where you're going. Come on. Cool. I'm gonna want to rep here in a minute. All right, how's... Okay, experience is coming along. Oh, great. No, there's too many. There's one down. Nice. Yoo-hoo. I'll make you famous. Uh-oh. Goblin I'm not really concerned with. Uh-oh. Good Lord. Where? Warren don't just pop up like that. Jeez. Hold. And I leveled up. What in the world? Where the heck are all these enemies even coming from? I'm out of fortune wires. So that means the next booby trap chest I come across, I'm probably going to be screwed. I'm going to get an axe this
不
time.
思議な雰囲気の泉だ。
あなたが落としたのは金の斧ですか？それともこの銀の斧ですか？金の斧ですね。また会いましょう。さようなら。
Nice. Oh, great. Oh, that's a goblin. You, I'm a little more concerned about. But you'll... What? Okay, I was not expecting that. I thought there was a dungeon around here somewhere. I thought I remembered seeing one. took that one down without skills. Feels good that I could do that now. Good Lord. Too many enemies here. One by one, they will all fall. This I swear, as the bearer of the bracelet. Another enemy just showed up. Hopefully it was just that one. Oh, gosh. Apologies, folks. All right, how bad is this going to be? It's a goblin. At least I got a fortune wire. Great, now I'm poisoned. Aha, there is a dungeon here. I thought there was. Uh-oh, enemy. Hey! Where do you think you're going, pal? Get back here. I'll wait a while and see if poison wears off eventually. If it doesn't, I'll go ahead and use an antidote. And I'll be prepared to stock up on those. Okay, good. All the portals are open. Oh, nice. What? That's dirty. Very, very dirty. What? Does he have magic tolerance or something? I guess he does. Okay, good. Glad that wore off. I didn't kill him. Okay, I'm starting to get a good number of fortune wires again. Glad to see that. Great. Ooh, I leveled up again. Sweet. nice. Plasma Storm, what is that? Is that maybe a scroll or something? Cool. I wonder if I should try some of those. Well, I may not have them yet. I was thinking maybe I could try out some of the code words I saw in the I found in the DVD, but I may not actually be able to use them in game yet. They may be ones I haven't learned from other players. Oh, come on. Are you seriously going to do that to me? Fine. That mad grass is going to die. And we'll see how you like blade dance once I'm able to do it. Saber dance. Ha! It's what I thought, pal. It's exactly what I thought. I don't think I'll use a wire on that, but I'm gonna heal before I open it. Yeah, see, hold on, I gotta show you something else. See where it says infection right over there by data drain? I'm in blue status right now. That's the best status you can have. When like it'll go green, that's when it's the infection's starting to spread a bit. Once it goes to yellow, it'll say warning. You want to chill out on the data drain when it gets to that point. If it goes red and says danger, you better stop using it. Otherwise, you risk dying. Okay. I could safely come back over here because I've already trounced all the enemies here. Thing is, I'm trying to build my fortune wires back up. So now I know I can take down one of those swordsmen with one saber dance. Okay, I'm gonna wait for that. I'm gonna wait to go down until I've come over here. My turn. Not liking what I'm seeing. Well. Okay, it's got some kind of tolerance. That's down. Uh-oh. I was about to say, I never meant to go first person view mode, so I don't know what caused that. All right. Nice. Wonder what caused that. Okay. So L1 goes to first person mode. I don't know how I pressed it before. And they're both dead. What? No, you didn't. No, you didn't. What? All right, something's wrong here. That should not be missing as many times as it is. I'll try Saber Dance on it. Ha! I'm operating under the assumption right now that that Black Rose won't be available to help me. But maybe I'm wrong about that. That one's down. What is causing that? Look, game, I'm not pressing L2 as often as you seem to think I am. No. Uh-oh. Oh, those things are pretty strong. Pretty strong for something in a level 2 dungeon. Let's go. And I leveled up again. I want to get more fortune wires. Oh, wow. Okay, that's going to be a problem. I thought that was poison, but okay, so we need restorative for that. I'm gonna wait until that wears off before I go any further. Oh boy. Man, this sure has taken a while to wear off. Then again, poison did too. Okay, there it is. Okay, let's move on. Huh. I know I'll never get the hero title playing like this, but what can I say? I like exploring. Eventually, I do want to go for that title, but I'm just not at a point in the game where I need to be trying for that. Wow. Finally. That's the last room. My turn. Mess with the best, die like the rest. Not that I'm necessarily the best at this game or even have the highest level of any character in this game, but I feel like I'm off to a pretty decent start. To the point that these enemies should be quaking in their boots a little bit when I come by. Key phrase, these enemies, not all of them, but the ones in this dungeon. And other dungeons similar where they're low-level dungeons. I definitely should seek higher level dungeons after this, though. Golden egg. Nice! I needed more of those. Thing just made the last mistake it's gonna make. Huh. Good to know I can handle those now without, wait. Okay, that's what I thought. Oops. Wow, this is a pretty deep dungeon. Well, compared to what we've seen so far. Guess I'll go over this way first. Well, I mean, this room is what I meant to say. Good. The poison wore off. So now I can heal myself and rest assured that my hit points aren't going to continue to go down. Good to see there's no enemies in here. All right, what's the difference? What does a sports drink do? Huh. The moon. Okay, we got a bunch of scrolls there. And this floor has been completely explored. Will the fourth floor be the final one? We will see shortly, I guess. Man, I miss this series. It's so good to be playing it again. Always had fun with this game. Goodbye. I don't know what you just did, but rest assured you will regret it. Well, you would if... Oh, no. So that was curse and poison both. That's a dangerous combination. Hopefully the poison will wear off before it fully takes out my hit points. I'm gonna hold off until it's worn off. Like, I'm not gonna go in another room until it's worn off. I mean, it takes a while for it to wear off, but I don't think I'm in any danger of dying at this point. But I am going to want to heal before we go any further. Okay, good. I wasn't sure how long it was going to take or how many hit points I'd lose. But it looks like it's around 70 or 75 that that you're out before it actually wears off. All right, I think I should be safe. Get back here. Cool. Joke's on you! I spring right back. I wonder why I couldn't use it. Could not figure that one out until I put 2 and 2 together and realized I didn't have enough SP to even use it. that was poison he did, not curse. Okay, good. I'd rather be poisoned than cursed. See, at least I can keep using rep and get my hit points back. Down you go. Oh, there's another one. Good gosh, I'm sure getting a lot of those. Wonder why I'm getting so many. Huh. So that was the only one, huh? Oh, good Lord, no. Cursed and poisoned both. I'm really wishing I'd gone ahead and used that wire now. Oh boy. Well, at least at this point, there's only one direction left to go in this dungeon. I am going to have to wait until that curse wears off. Oh, that's right. I was trying to think how many hit points you lose by the time poison wears off. We established it's about 75 hit points. Oh, it's already worn off. Good. Now I just got to wait for curse to wear off. Which it will sooner or later. I don't think it's going to be too much longer by the time it does. Yeah, this will be the last dungeon that I play tonight. After this, like after I go through the dungeon, then I'm going to go ahead and log out of the world. We'll check the board, we'll check mail and all that good kind of stuff, and then I'll go ahead and call it for the night. But we've still got to finish this dungeon first. And I don't feel comfortable going to that next room with any less than 10 SP. All right, now let's go. Oh, good gosh. Now I'm poisoned. Actually, I think I'm strong enough now that I don't need skills to beat these things. I'll just wanna restore my hit points when they get low. I'll wait till I get 20 SP, use 10 of them to cast Rep, and then we'll go from there. Rainbow card, Mage's Soul. Whatever those do. Oh. Okay, sell it for money or trade. Oh. Okay, what else did I get? Mountain boots. Okay, very good. Evade, magical evade will go up by 2. Magical defense up by 1. Physical defense 1. Physical evade by 2. Plus 3 to earth element. Plus 1 to... I guess that's recovery and whatever that heart is. That was worth coming down for. Now we just need to get up topside. We don't have to worry about any enemies on the way back up. We've already dealt with all of them. All the rooms have been explored. We literally covered this dungeon from top to bottom. Didn't leave any place unexplored. Got all the chests, even if some of them I didn't get what I would have wanted to because I didn't have enough fortune wires. So you can use the right analog stick to rotate. You don't have to use you don't have to use L1 and R1. Just if you move it up and down, that's how you zoom. Moving it to the left or right rotates the camera view. I thought that was how it worked. I'm not sure why the game didn't bring that up. Like, didn't specify that. There. Not that it was imperative that I do that. All right, time to gate out. That was a very productive romp, you guys. I wonder how much gold I have now. It's common sense to take along plenty of healing medicine. If you have SP recovery medicine, you'll never have to worry about overusing your skills. Yeah, I would hope to have those. I've only got 1,100 gold. I would have thought I had more than that. Wait, who is that? Yo, want to know something? Hirami says be careful of weird players on the field. Be aware of your surroundings. Hello, have you gotten used to the game? I've been pulling all-nighters playing this game. I'm running on pure adrenaline by now. Ooh. He's got that. Let's see what I can trade for it. All right. Nah, I'm gonna keep my assassin blades. The only benefits I would get, I get this orchid dance, but I'd lose the saber dance. I'd lose my death effect. And wood's gonna go down by 5, while, you know, wind goes up by 5, 2 accuracy, but I don't think the stats are a very good trade. But maybe I'll be able to throw them in a spring at some point and get them upgraded. Hopefully that will be the case. Okay, something new on the board. Is this an event character? Girl. Author Tao. I saw a strange character in the dungeon of Expansive Haunted Sea of Sand. It was a little girl with long hair, but it didn't look like another player. She was kind of white, like a ghost, and moved without a sound. Oh, and the music might have stopped too. I could be mistaken, but if anyone sees her, please tell me. Okay, hold on. Okay. Expansive, haunted, sea of sand. So there's some place we can explore. Test version of the world. Test version. Author Kyogoku. I heard that there was a test version of the world before it came out. Has anyone played it? Protected area. I can't go in. Author Waffle. I tried a random keyword, but a warning message came up and I couldn't go in. I think it was closed Oblivious Twin Hills. Anyone know anything about it? Closed Oblivious Twin Hills. Increasing levels. Game over, author Mad Max. I just started this game. I formed a 3-member party with my friends, and there were all these strong monsters in the dungeon, and suddenly it was game over. Aren't the enemies in this game a little strong? RE game over. Author Korm. Depending on the area, the level of the enemy varies. So you have to find the area that's best suited for you. Area I recommend for beginners. Discovered Primitive Touchstone. Discovered Primitive Touchstone. Monsters don't vary that much in level, so you won't die too quickly and see that dreadful game over screen. But there's 5 floors to this dungeon, and the ones on the lower level are pretty strong, so just don't go all the way down. You should probably raise your level to at least level 5 in the upper levels before you go down there. I'm level 5 now, so it looks like I can probably handle that one. Keyword creation. Words for beginners. Author Jing. These words are also for beginners. Part A, hidden, difficulty 1. Expansive, difficulty 2. The highest level of difficulty for an area is difficulty 5. Though even if you use the words with the same difficulty, the type of enemies varies among the servers. Highest enemy in Delta Self server is level 20. In Beta server, the highest is level 30. Area element. Author Quattro. It's not well known, but areas are divided into 6 elements: earth, water, fire, wood, thunder, and darkness. The types of monsters and items and rate of appearance depends on these area elements. As far as I know, element, field type. Earth, wasteland, stone walls. Water, snowfield. Fire, desert, magma. Wood, jungle, grassland, and humus, mushrooms. Thunder, there's thunder and lightning. Darkness, swamp, skeletons. It might be slightly off, but I think it's something like this. All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and save there, and we're going to call it for the evening. Thank you so much to everyone for tuning in. And as I said earlier, I will not be streaming this weekend. I will be back on Monday, and we will pick this back up then. In the meantime, let's find someone to raid before we go. It's been a while since I raided anyone last. You know what? Let's drop in on Kasumi Sen. As far as I know, I believe she's Tiny Asparagus' sister, and I met Tiny at TwitchCon last year. Absolute sweetheart. And was not able to meet Kasumi, but you know, if they go to TwitchCon this year, maybe I'll see him. But once again, folks, thank you so much to everyone for tuning in. I will see you back on Monday when we continue Dot Hack Infection. But for now, this is Thunderfist 1978 signing off.